Yo, what's going on, you guys? Rick here at Breezer Windows. So we got some new product lines that are coming out. We released a bunch of 3D renders, and so we had a bunch of people actually asking us, are these things actually going to get created, and is that product line going to be available for the Jeep JLs, for the Broncos, and for the Rivians? So real quick, before we get into that, I want to show you guys some of these options, as we've also had some questions online about what different options we have available and what they look like. So the first one that we're going to talk about is glass. So we actually have a 15%, a 5%, and a clear glass option. So this is going to be your 5% tint option, which is our dark glass. Then we're going to have a 15% tint option, which is a medium tint. And then we're going to have a clear glass, which is obviously just like a factory clear glass. As far as frame options, we do offer several different variations. If you're looking for something that's 100% custom and one-off, we do offer that, as well as we do custom F and customs. The whole other side of our business is nothing but custom cars that we make for SEMA. So besides this clear Lexan and ABS, we can also do painted to match. We can do aluminum rings, we can do custom engraving, we can do hydro dip, pretty much you name it, any type of personalization that you want to do to your frames, we can accommodate that as well. Send us an email and we can talk to you and be able to get you an estimate out for that. But our standard units that we offer are two different trim rings. The first one is going to be a clear Lexan, and this Lexan is available in either a clear tint 15% or tinted 5% to match the glass. So if you have a newer vehicle and you want it to look like a solid plane of glass going across the back of your truck, this is going to be the option that you want, as it's going to make it look as if you have one piece of continuous glass going across the back without an actual trim ring. Then our standard version that you can order is with just a standard ABS trim ring, and this is going to give you a profile in the back of your vehicle that you can see a visible trim ring and then the glass inset from there. So this is going to be on a lot of your classic later model vehicles, things like that. It doesn't look like it is as stand out because it matches the era of the truck. Whereas a lot of the new vehicles that have that solid big picture window glass across the back, the clear transparent is definitely going to be what you want to go with. So this model here, some of these trim rings, we've also gotten some questions about how thick is this actual trim ring. On the older classic vehicles, it's a very small trim ring of maybe about 2.5 inches. And a lot of the newer vehicles, the problem is that with headliners and rear plastic components and things like that, we had to make that trim ring just a little bit bigger to be able to facilitate getting the window to fit within all of your factory headliner and interior trim pieces. So on some of the newer vehicles, you are going to see that the trim ring is up to 3 inches in diameter. And so definitely if you go with something like the clear transparent or tinted transparent, it's going to make it look a lot more sleek across the back of your truck and a lot more streamlined with that larger frame, making it look like it's a solid piece of glass. So those are some of the options that we have for the trim rings and for the glass. And so if you guys have any more questions on that, make sure you just post below and let us know what you got going on. Now to the brand new product. We'll talk about this. This is our dies. So first thing that we do is I jig all these things and die them out. This is for the Jeep 4-door, the JL that's coming out. We're going to be having it with inserts that are going to allow it for mole racking that are going to pop in besides just the glass. And the mole racking itself is also going to have a screen that's going to go on here, so then they'll be screened with a mole rack. So at night you can snap these things in, still be camping, and have a nice cool breeze that comes into the back of your Jeep, and you don't have to worry about any bugs or anything like that getting in your Jeep, and you get nice ventilation in the back. And then if you don't want to worry about any bugs during the day and you want that free air space just rolling through, you can simply snap out your mole rack or your piece of glass. And now, just like any of our Breezer windows, you get a 100% full opening to the side windows of the Jeep JL hardtop 2-door and 4-door. And we're also emulating this for the rear liftgate. It will remove the windshield wiper blade and motor, but it'll make it to where you can have a 100% pass through in the rear liftgate as well. So if you have extended loads like a surfboard, or you're going skiing or snowboarding or something like that, and you don't want to have the liftgate extended you can basically just pop out the rear breezer window section and be able to have that extended load with no problems. So this trim ring right here, super simple, rear glass area on the hard tops, be able to take it, slide in your mole rack, click it into place, and now you're ready to hold and store any of your components that you need from the interior or exterior of your vehicle, or remove this mole rack and be able to put in a piece of glass for if it's raining or if it's super sandy outside or something like that. So by the end of next week, we'll have our first ones of these made and ready to install, and they are currently on sale on our website right now. So you can go in there and go ahead and get them pre-ordered. As soon as orders come in, we'll have our first units ready to ship by the end of next week. So I'm again, Rick Wallen, Breezer Windows. Appreciate you guys' time. Love showing you new product. We can't wait until we can show you the Bronco, because it's coming out next, and the Rivian should be out within the next week or so. So we'll keep you guys updated with all these new models that we have coming out, and it might start with a render, but it's going to end with a fully functioning prototype in your vehicle. Yo, what's going on, you guys? Rick Wallen, Breezer Windows. So we talked about yesterday getting the first set of these things cut on our templates. We got our first made with a bunch of sheet metal just to make sure everything functioned right. And today we put our first set in, full custom set. So like I said, here at Custom F and Customs and Breezer Windows, not only can we produce a window that goes in the back of your Jeep JL like this with pop-in screens or with glass, but we can also do one-off full custom pieces just like we did here for Pinkie Pie's Jeep. So this thing is an awesome 2021 Jeep JL, and we did a full color match to the exterior of the Jeep and added some little extra accoutrement on the outside. So this is my ladies' ride, so letting everybody know that of course it's breezerwindows.com. That's where you're gonna find these cool products like we're making right here. And we just got our first set made for this Jeep JL. We're making it for the 2-door and the 4-door. And like I said, we're also gonna be coming out with the Bronco 2-door and 4-door and the Rivian. So new models that are coming out right now. We just got these wrapped up, just got them glued in, so they're a little bit sensitive right now. The other side is set. It's been about 30 minutes, so I'm gonna show you at least how the pop outs work on the other side real quick and take a tour around this thing. So super simple, pop your latches, pop your screen out, screen pops out just like that, glass will pop in exactly the same. And now if you want to have your glass or your screen out, you got a 100% pass through right here, or you can pop your screens back in that have integrated mole racks. The screen is actually loose on here, so you can still tie behind the mole racks and be able to attach to the inside of the vehicle. And then it has a full screen system, so then when you're in the back of the vehicle camping at night and you want to be able to have all the bugs out but the breeze in, go ahead and just pop in your Breezer screen system and you won't have to worry about having any of those bugs in the back of your cab while you're overlanding. So breezerwindows.com, check us out, making a whole bunch of new units starting right here with the Jeep JL.